and here. Are you ready for your short, full body flow workout? It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious. We're getting in, we're getting on, we're getting out. So with that being said, I'm going to get you to go ahead and I'm going to get you to start at the end of your mat for me. Plenty of room behind you. Let's cross one leg over the other. Let's bring our arms into genie arms and let's come on down to a seated position for me. Now, if this is too much coming down in this position, just come on down, however, and meet us down at the bottom. So, let's start with our feet hip distance apart. Let's drape our arms over those legs for me. And I just want you to imagine that I'm holding on to your back of your rib cage for me. So I'm going to get you to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Warm that breath, expand the ribs out to the back and the side, and then exhale through the mouth as we're losing that breath. And again, take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale, lose that breath. And last one, take a nice deep breath in. Expand the ribs up like an accordion. And exhale, blowing out like we're blowing out the birthday candles. Beautiful. Sitting up tall. And let's see if we can start connecting this to some movement. So we're going to have our feet, again, about hip distance apart. Let's hold on to the back of those hamstrings for me. Let's put ourselves up nice and tall. Ground the feet into the floor. That same breathing through the nose. And as we exhale, tuck the tail like a dog tucking their tail if they've been naughty. And begin to lever ourselves back. Try to straighten those arms whilst keeping that C shape in the curve. Inhale at the back. Exhale, gently pulling those arms and bring the forehead into the knees. Spine is rounded. Roll and lengthen that spine up. Take a nice deep breath in and again, exhale, tuck the tail, warming up into that C curve in the spine. Take a nice deep breath in, relax our shoulders out of our ears. Exhale, dive forward like we're coming over a little cactus plant. Forehead comes to the knees and lengthen that spine up. Take one nice deep breath in again and exhale, scoop and round back, ground the feet down. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, where's that cactus? We scoop away from that cactus. Roll all the way up for me, and from here, let's scoop the bum back a little bit more. Separate the legs, full length, about hip bone distance apart. Flex the feet, and then I want you to reach over. Remember that cactus is still in place. Rolling over that cactus. Arms are nice and long, ears are between those arms, and we roll down, squeezing those glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms. Inhale as our arms come up. Exhale as our head comes through the window of our arms. Good. Flexing those feet, feeling the strength in the back of those hamstrings. Rolling down. Really think about squeezing those glutes on the way down to control that gravity. And again, inhale as our arms come up. Exhale, where's that cactus? We're coming up and over that cactus. And rolling back down for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Circle the arms by the sides, about an inch or 2 above those hips. From here, zipper our legs together, still on the floor, pointing our toes, inner thighs are squeezed together, feet are making a pizza slice. Take a nice deep breath in, curl up and over that rib cage, look towards those feet and start pumping from those shoulders. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we squeeze under the thighs together for me? Get really active in those legs as well. Can we hollow out through that midsection? Again, remember that cactus is still in place. Warming up that whole body. And that is the purpose of the 100. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Are we still looking towards the toes? Are we curled up and over that rib cage? Last 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause. Can we curl up another ½ inch? And lower all the way down. From here, flex the feet. Again, about hip distance apart with those legs. Ground the hamstrings down. Inhale as our arms come up. Exhale, we come up and that cactus plant, sitting up nice and tall. Bend the knees and scoot our bum to the front of the mat. Now, make sure you've got plenty of room behind us because we're going to come onto our rolling like a ball. So guys, remember all of that roundness in the spine that we've been trying to create? Now, it's going to get its money's worth. Yes, it is. Worth its weight in gold. Let's draw the heels in towards the bum. Now, we can have those knees open about shoulder distance apart. You can hold on to the back of those legs for me, just like we did at the start of the class. Or, if we're feeling a little bit more flexible, we can hold on to those ankles. I want you to look down towards that navel for me, rounding into that back. So remember, we've got that capital C shape from our tailbone to the crown of our head. And then that cactus is prickling onto our tummy, so we're recoiling away. Our knees are pushing into our arms are pushing into our knees, and lift those feet up off the floor. Go ahead, take a nice deep breath in. We're going to inhale to roll back to our shoulder blades, and exhale as we come up and pause again. Are we still looking towards our navel, guys? We don't want to be looking up anywhere else. Are we rounded in our spine? Remember, balls don't roll if they're flat. Good. And making sure, guys, we never come back to our neck. Always just the tip of our shoulders or just a little bit higher on those shoulders, never that neck. Last one for me, and come all the way up. Now, guys, if that feels enough for you, I want you to carry on working on that for me. If we'd like to move on to a little bit more of a challenge, we're going to go ahead and from a roll like a ball to a roll over, which means our legs are coming over our head. So you remember this shape that we had, guys? We're going to be making that exact same shape, except in reverse. Our upper body will be down and our legs are coming over. If you don't feel comfortable with that, guys, I want you to stick with our rolling like a ball for now, okay? And again, we're never balancing on that neck. From here, let's go ahead, either sticking with our rolling like a ball, or let's add on that combination. So, go ahead, making sure we've got plenty of room behind us. We rock and roll back, reach the legs over, hug the knees in, and we come up and we pause back in that position. That all happened quite quickly, hey? So we go ahead, we rock and roll back, press the palms down, extend the legs so it claps into the chest, hug the ankles in, and come back up again. We have 3 more. Notice how nothing is being flung around the place. It's all very deliberate. And the last one, and come all the way up. Now, we can either stay here or we can add on. So now at the end of the next 6 repetitions, instead of our legs being bent, we're going to reach up into a teaser position. Now, if you want to bend those knees and that's our teaser instead, fabulous. If we want to get crazy and extend those legs so our eyes are in line with those toes, then that works too. Again, guys, remember, there's always a level for everybody. We've got that initial roll like a ball that we're practicing. If we're there, stay there, that's fabulous. If we want to go ahead and come onto that additional roll like a ball to roll over, fabulous. If you want to go on to our 3rd and final, roll like a ball, roll over to teaser position, then we're going to finish up here. So pick your poison, guys, and you might come back and do this another time, and you might do something different. As always, make sure you've got plenty of room behind us, holding on to either the back of those legs for me, or those ankles, looking towards that tummy bone. We go ahead, rounded spine, roll back to our shoulder blades, reaching the legs overhead, coming all the way up, and reaching those legs either bent or straight. Hug the knees back in, just 3 more. Rock and roll back, reaching the legs, bringing ourselves up, and extend the legs into teaser. 2 more for me. Again, rock and roll back, reach the legs, coming all the way up, and reaching the legs. As I fight with my microphone, guys, last one, and coming on up, reach the teaser, we hold wherever we are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug everything in. Rock a little bit from side to side for me. And from here, scooch your bum back, Reach your arms over for me and rolling back, squeezing those glutes for 4, 3, 2, 1. And guys, before we do anything else, can we just take that full body stretch? Guys, you guys are amazing. Like I said, it lives up to its name, fast and furious. We're getting in, we're getting on, we're getting out. And then let's go ahead and roll onto your side. So, once we're onto our side, I want your back to be lined up against the back of the mat for me, okay? I want our legs to be stacked on that diagonal. My hips are stacked, my shoulders are stacked. That free hand, we're relaxing those fingers and just bringing that palm straight down for me. Neck is nice and long, guys. From here, we go ahead. We lift that top leg up, just about hip height for me. We're going to kick the leg forward. We're going to bend the leg, and we're going to bicycle that leg back and extend at the back. We go forward, we bend the leg, bicycle back, we're pedaling back and extend that leg at the last minute. Last 2, and bend, push that pedal back and extend. And last one, keeping everything nice and tight and still. And kicking our leg forward. And bend and bicycle. We're going to stay all the way back with an extended leg. From here, we're drawing the knee into the chest. Stay here. Keep our hips stacked. Extend the leg nice and long. And sweep the leg back. And again, we bend the knee in, like a little boomerang coming in. We extend the leg, feeling lengthen our tailbone heading towards the wall just beside us. And sweep that leg back. 2 more. Draw the knee in, extend, and sweep. So today we're doing this as slow as we possibly can. But another focus at another time might be doing it a little bit more speedily. And go ahead, stack the legs. Now I want you to laterally rotate those legs for me. I want you to bring up both fingertips towards our temples as we roll with control onto your tummy. Notice how my neck is nice and neutral, so I'm not craning my neck, and my legs are lifted for me. Now, if this is too much, bring our arms into genie arms and rest our forehead onto your forearms. Otherwise, start beating from those inner thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carry on here, guys. Pressing your pubic bone down into that mat. Lifting your belly button up for me. I won't see you do that, but you'll feel the difference. Again, if this is too much, holding your neck like this, bring your arms into genie arms and rest your forehead down. Good, and relax those legs. Perfect. From here, bringing your legs in parallel, which means your kneecap and your thigh and shin and toes are all facing towards the mat. From here, we're going to interlace our hands onto our back, about up, just in between those shoulder blades, or up as far as you can go. I'm going to rest my right cheek down, facial cheek that is, onto the mat. Now, I can't get right close to the mat because my headphones are in the way. I would like you to. From here, we take a nice deep breath in. We lift the legs up for me. We go ahead as we kick for 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs, pull on those arms, swan the chest up for me, and lower everything back down, reaching those arms back up towards those shoulder blades. Go ahead, lift the legs up, bend and kick towards the bumper. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs, reaching on the arms, swan the chest up through neutral. My neck is in neutral the whole time, and I lower everything down. Gorgeous. Let's go ahead and roll back onto your side for me. Once we're onto that side, I'm going to get you to have that bottom leg just bent for me. Our bottom leg is going to be about in line with our body for me. Our right elbow is directly underneath of our shoulder. Let's lift up into that side plank for me. My top leg is extended. From here, we lift the leg up to hip height and we lower back down. We lift up to hip height and we lower down. Can we think about lifting that waist up off the floor as well for me, guys? Good. Now, if this is too much to lift and lower, we can absolutely keep one hip just down onto the floor, and that absolutely works as well for me, guys. So you go ahead and pick whether that hip's lifted or whether it's touching down to the floor. We have 5. Can we push the shoulder away from the ear? And 4, yes. And 3, can we keep breathing? And 2, our head is on straight, we're not dangling it like fish bait. And 1, stay up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, push ourselves up into a quadruped position. I'm going to be facing towards you. From here, we go ahead and extend our right leg out nice and long. I'm going to go ahead and come on down to my left elbow. I'm going to laterally rotate my leg. So I'm just going to show you from the side. I'm down onto my left elbow. And my leg is laterally turned out, which means my toe and my knees are facing towards you, i.e. not down towards the floor. So I'm ever so slightly turned out at that hip. So from here, let's go ahead, let's lift the leg up and tap it back down. We lift the leg up to about hip height and we lower down. So we're nice and straight from our crown of our head to our toe, that's the goal. And we have 5 and 4. I remember now why I exercise with my hair up in a high ponytail. 3 and 2. Last one, can we stay lifted? Can we do small, tiny circles with that leg? 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Can we come and kick to the side and sweep it back? Now, as we kick to the side, I want you to be mindful of what are imaginary chopsticks that are anchored between our hips and our ribs. We don't want to crush those chopsticks. Otherwise, what use would they be to us? So we want to only bring our leg forward as much as we can maintain that length in the sides. Last one for me. And I lied. One more. Let's keep it here. And small, tiny circles. Now, if you're like me, guys, your circles aren't looking particularly circular, then that's fine. And reverse. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sweep the leg back. Lower it down. Ooh, shake it off. Goodness me. All right, guys. We got that second side to do. From here, adjust the pants if we need to. Come on down onto that right elbow for me. That left hand is just steadying us. We're extending that left leg out nice and long. Remember, guys, we're laterally turning out from that leg. Good. So I'm going to do this side from here so you can see from a sideways view for the second side. Leg is laterally rotated. I lift it up and I lower down. So notice, guys, how what I was saying about being straight from my head to my toe as I lift that leg up. Now, if your range of motion isn't that great, that's fine, guys. We're not all carbon copies of each other, okay? If you're more here, that's perfect, okay? Every day we get a little bit stronger. And remember, our weekly goal is to really start building consistency with our workouts. Good. We're going to do one more and stay here. Let's do small, tiny circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Can we sweep it to the side and sweep it back? Can we sweep it to the side and back? How are our chopsticks doing? And 5, almost there. And 4, oh yeah. And 3, is anybody else supporting glute feeling it? And 2, and last one, stay here. Can we circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, lower down. Ooh, shake it off. Now, guys, what comes up must come down. We do have that second side to do. Yes, we do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start onto our side leg series. So we're going to start with that side leg series just onto our plank, side plank position. So remember, guys, you can either be down onto that hip that's on the floor, lifting and lowering, or you can join me if we're feeling crazy, up onto that half side plank. Again, thinking about pushing our shoulders away from our ears. Oblique is up off the floor. We lift to hip height and we lower. Good. And again, as we lift and lower, we have 7 more. Now, what's our neck doing? We don't want it down here. I know you're feeling tired. I'm with you guys. Now, you might think I can't see you, but I can. I've got eyes in the back of my head. I sound like my mum when I was a kid. I sound like myself now to my kids. Does anyone else find that they say things that their mum did? Good, and 2 more. Last one, we stay lifted. From here, let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down for me. We're going to roll onto our tummy, but this time we're going to be up onto our elbows. So elbows are directly underneath of our shoulders, and we're really pushing those forearms down. Now, it might look like my tummy is relaxed on the floor, but I want you to think about ever so slightly bringing that belly button into the spine and ever so slightly just lifting that pelvis up off the floor. So we're very much pressed down on our pubic bone, our pelvis, and our thighs. Let's keep our legs parallel for me. Let's look towards the end of the mat. From here, we're going to bring one heel towards the bum, and we're going to scissor switch them, and switch, and switch. So the goal is, we're trying to keep everything else completely still as we're scissor switching these legs. And 10, and 9, and 8, 7, that belly button's away from the floor, good, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and relax everything down. Lying down onto your tummy for me. Arms are nice and long, shoulder distance apart. Legs are nice and long, mat distance apart. Neck is neutral. We go ahead, take a nice deep breath in, lift our right arm on our left leg up, and switch to our left arm and our right leg. And switch right arm, left leg, and switch left arm, right leg. The whole time carry on doing this, alternating sides, keeping that neck nice and long so there's no creases or wrinkles in the back of our neck. And let's speed it up as we switch, 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 and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. And then go ahead, come on onto your side lying position again. Once we're in our side lying position, your back is lined up against the back of the mat. Your legs are stacked on that diagonal corner. Hips are stacked. Shoulders are stacked for me. Again, no tension in that top hand. Relax ever so slightly, steadying us. From here, we lift that top leg up with a pointed toe. We kick the leg forward. We bend the leg. And we push that pedal back and extend at the back. We kick forward. We bend. Cycling back and extend at the back. We kick forward, bend, and pedal back. Now again, remember guys, our today focus on this bicycle is slow, controlled, hitting each of those marks. In the future, it might be more speed. And that's the great thing about any given exercise, especially the classical ones, is it just depends on what the stimulus and the focus is, right? Good. Last one, we're going to stay back. From here, drive the knee to the chest. That upper body stays still. Extend the leg and sweep back. Again, guys, your range of motion might be more here. Perfect. Work with what you've got today. The goal is everything else is staying completely still. Our lower back isn't being dumped into. That's key. And sweeping back. Last one for me. And extend. Sweep back. Stack the legs lower down. Gorgeous. Let's go ahead and come into a tall plank position for me. So guys, if you have funky wrists, which sometimes I've been known to, you can absolutely have some dumbbells underneath of you to sort of make sure that you're more in a stacked position. Or guys, we can come onto our fists. I call them like prison push-ups. So from here, we're going to go ahead, either from our knees, or we can do this from our knees, drawing one knee in and back, or onto our toes. We're going to come into those mountain climbers, straight from our heel to our head. Neck is neutral. Draw the knee in and back. Alternate leg and back. And we have 6 and 5. Keeping that neck as neutral. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now from here, I'm going to get you to jump in and jump out. Now, if that's too much and you want to step in, out, out, then we can absolutely stay here. Go ahead, 3 more, whichever is good for you. I'm going to finish off the last 2 by jumping in and jumping out. And last one, I'm going to stay in. So everybody come in, even if you omitted the jumping part. Let's go ahead and walk our feet in. And we're going to extend our legs up straight for me and bend our knees back into the crouch. So again, we're extending the legs, really feeling that length in the hamstrings. Last one, we're going to stay up. Let the arms dangle. Hold on to opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Come to a still, let our arms dangle. Rolling up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll our shoulders back. I'm going to face towards you. From here, I want you to look over towards that left side for me and back through center. Looking over towards the right side and back through center. Go ahead. Bringing that left ear down to our shoulder. Let's have the right palm facing towards me. Gently hold on and pull that wrist down. So we're just stretching into this neck and shoulder area. Come all the way up, shake it off. We're going to have our right ear down to our right shoulder. Left palm is facing forward. Gently hold on to that wrist and give it a little pull away. Nothing crazy. We don't want to pull it out of the socket. Nothing says Monday like that. And go ahead, come all the way up, shake it off, shoulders to the ears, squeeze back, slide down. And again, shoulders to the ears, squeeze back, slide down. The words you've been looking for, you my darlings, are all done. Awesome job. Any questions, comments, queries, stick around and let's have a little chat. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the workout. I look forward to hearing all about it and I will see you next time.